In this video, I'm going to show you how to add constraints to your model as you're sketching it. So this part will be in inches. Now this part has a circular feature, so I'll start that circle at the center or at the origin. That's a 2-inch diameter. Now if you ever, so I wasn't holding down shift. If you ever do this, just come down here to this block and click on that face and it'll spin it around. Or hold down shift when you want to pan it. So now I want to do this bottom part here. Now, what I would do typically is use the rectangle tool, but I want to do something. Okay, so that line is horizontal. You can see that mark on it. That line is vertical. That line is vertical, but that one's not. So if I wanted to make that horizontal line, that message will pop up. You can just say, don't display the message again. You say, what I'm looking for is to make this line horizontal. And if you click on that line, it'll add that constraint to it. So let's fix up these dimensions here. Okay, so I want to add a line from here, and I want it to be tangent to the circle. So tangent means that it's going to be a smooth blend. It's not attached to the quadrant. So if you use the line tool, start over here at this known point, come up to the circle. So it'll try to either attach itself to the center or to the quadrant, or it's even smart enough, if you move your cursor around, it'll find that tangent point. I want to purposely not. I want to make it work for it. So on that one, and I'll do the same on this one. Again, you have to sort of fight it. And now come up here to geometric constraints, and here's your different options that you have. So what you're going to do is select the first line. Just to get that. And then, so, oops. Do that again. No, it's already looking for that horizontal. So what I need to do is tell it I'm looking for a tangent. Select the first object, which will be that line. Select the second object, which is the circle, and it'll find the tangent point. And same thing here. This line and the circle. Oops, forgot to click that thing. Oh, redo that command. So you have to click two separate things. Click the line. Forgot there's two steps. And there we go. And it's tangent. So that's how that works. Now I can just use my trim tool here. There's obviously more than one way to build this part. It's black, so that means it's fully constrained. I'll finish that. And I'm going to extrude that. I'm going to turn off my coordinate system. Extrude that, and it is 0.75 deep. I'll do mid-plane. Turn off that sketch. Here's where the rectangle tool makes quick work of that. I don't even need to add dimensions. That's 1.5. Do another sketch up here. Now, if you move your cursor to that outside, it'll find the center for you. And if you just move it out until it touches that, it'll get this in spot. Try that again. Move your cursor out there. Got my circle drawn. And now I can extrude that circle. And that's, what is that? 1.75. And also have a hole in the part. This cam is going to be an extrude cut, so I want to subtract. You still have to move, see the arrow's going the wrong way. You still have to tell it to go the other way, and also how far you want it to go. In this case, I want to go all the way through. So there's my part. Now you see all those sketches are showing up. I'm just going to right click and hide those. Now remember, if you need to edit any of those, just double click, it'll take you back to that sketch. And I do want to add a fillet, so do edge blend. And there's a fillet there, and also on these corners. Save that. Then I'll go to a drawing sheet. It's a B size, what I want. Close that, close it again, because I'll use the view creation wizard. Okay, for right now, we're just making sure we have the right file, which is that. I'll go to next, turn on your hidden lines. Next, and this is a terrible front view. Now, just because that says front, it isn't necessarily the best. That's actually probably your best front view. I kind of like that one. And I've got my 4 views that I want, so I'll finish. That's okay. The scale is a little small. Let's see. So I should have caught that early. So let's double click, go to general. So I got half scale or full scale. I probably want to do something in between. So you can go ratio here. And what if we made this 0.75? That'll work. If you go 1:1, it's just not gonna, there's not enough room on the page, so you have to make your own ratio. Now, depending on where you're working or whatever, they may not like you making your own scales. But so for our class, we're looking for a good visual here. Now, if you find out you don't have enough room, you're just gonna have to go back, reset those. I think we're okay on this. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot better. It's a lot easier to see what we got going on. We should have enough room for our dimensions. All right, let's clean this up. So we want to turn off, see that's a tangent line. We want to turn off these tangent lines. So double click, go to smooth edges, turn that off. Smooth edges. See what this one looks like. Yeah, probably want to do that one. On this view, I'll leave those tangent lines on, but I do want to turn off the hidden lines. So go to hidden and turn off where it says self-hidden. So that looks good, exception of that center line. So now we're good in terms of the views, placement of views, etc. I would need to add my dimensions and go from there. I think that's pretty good. You know how to do the dimensions.